Over 9K earnings on Upwork, multiple 5-star reviews, 100% job success rate, and on track to being top rated on Upwork. How did I do this in less than 3 months within 2020? I'm going to give you all the tools necessary for you to achieve the same thing, if not faster than me. And that way you can leapfrog through everything. Some of the tools that you'll be getting will be a bio formula, a presentation deck, scope creep tools such as a timeline sheet, a change order sheet, maintenance plan example, and much, much more. I call this the 5 keys to Upwork success. We're going to go through each one step by step. Let's go through the first one right now. All right, so the 5 keys to Upwork success. Number 1, we start with our portfolio. So we develop our case study, develop case studies, develop your bio, develop, of course, amazing websites. This is going to be geared towards web design freelancers, but switch it out for your own service, getting 5-star reviews, and then a couple quick tips like making sure your profile is public. And we're going to go through each one. So let's go through my case studies real quick. Okay, so here's my profile. And as you can see, I have 100% job success rate, 9K earnings, multiple 5-star reviews. And let me tell you, this is not going to be easy. This is going to be pretty difficult, but it gets easier with time. As long as you have things to help you. So, and I did all of this before I even had any reviews. I think maybe I had 1. So here's one. Here's a website that I designed that basically what you do is you have a role, a project goal, and this is all within Upwork's own thing. So you can design and edit the case study within Upwork's own thing. So you want to add as many details as possible: mobile platforms, mobile design skills, UX design software, solution, right? Rather than sourcing for web design, content writing, and product images, my brother and I did everything within a few months to prepare for the branded launch. So this was a collaboration between my brother and I. And then here we have this beautiful outline of the new website, right? For Titan Craft Cocktails. Very cool. And for this, there's a tool called, let me see if I can, it's a screen capture. You basically, let me see if I can find it for you guys real quick. So this is what I have for a full screen capture. It's an amazing thing. It captures your entire page. So if you're a web designer, this is invaluable. It's very, very good. It captures, the entire page of your website. So it comes in very handy, especially with case studies. Now, here's another case study where it has kind of like a before and after feel. So that's the before. That's what the site looked like. And this is the after, right? And this is a testimonial we helped shoot. This is the design. So we can have this amazing thing where it has this before and after feel. I think it's really good. Now, a lot of people don't know, plenty of people know, but I have a business with my brother called L&B Productions. And it's just a combined web design business, video production business. And at first, I was going to make that very clear here, but I thought it would be, and then it seems through data, it's just better and less confusing just to be a freelancer on your own. So even if you're part of a group or something, this should just be about you, your profile only, and where it doesn't really mess with anything else because people are coming for individual freelancers unless they specifically say otherwise. So that's a good thing to note. Now, if we look at our bio, because the next step is developer bio. Create a short introduction. What have you done? How long have you been in the game? Something unique about you, right? How can you help them? Think with them in mind first. Always think, so what? And how does this apply to what I want as a customer? Always think from their mindset. If you're talking about yourself, make sure it's for the benefit of that person, not for you or just grandstanding. And bullet benefits, and I'll show you what those are in a second. Testimonial. So let's look at mine. This is what I mean by bullet benefits. Just very quick skills that you can tell people exactly what you do, right? WordPress, Salient, Shopify, ClickFunnels, WooCommerce. Boom, 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 boom. Very quick. They can see that. It's short, it's concise, and then I have a little testimonial here, right? Let's start with LMB. It was the perfect way to make my brand and my website completely tuned. I'm probably going to change this now. I'm actually glad I saw this because it says LNB and it should just be Lewis, because that testimonial doesn't make sense, and it may even be, hurting me a little bit. The other thing is, this video is also do a video, especially if you're on Upwork. You got to do video. It really, really helps set people at ease that you're a real person. They can also tell that you speak English if you're an English speaker, and if you're getting things from, if you're say from the United States, like a lot of people will post jobs and they say they only want people from the United States, but there are some times where some people will actually fake that they're from the US or find some workaround or loophole, and then when they actually get on a call with them, the accent kind of gives it away, but it's also like so and that kind of ruins it for a lot of people. And it's not to say that people with accents are not from the US. That is not what I mean to say. I'm saying that people who are actually fronting as if they live in the US, but they actually live somewhere else, and they're fronting as if they live in the US to get those specific deals, right? So that actually hurts people who do actually live in the US, okay? Because people are actually choosing that filter. So they actually want people who are actually from the US. Sorry if I said actually too much, but so if people do that, then yeah, it can hurt it. So anyways, that's a bit of a side note. Videos are great. And then the other thing is think hot. Think hook, outcome, testimonial, right? Hook, you want to hook them with something. Outcome, that's why I say Austin, Texas. I use that as a proud way of saying that because, a lot of people know that Austin, Texas can be a really, really cool city. And it is a cool city. And it has a lot of technology going, has a lot going for it. So I definitely like to flaunt it. I think it's good. Let's see. Okay, and let's talk about these real quick. Developing amazing websites. You also have to be pretty honest with yourself of how good are you really? Like are you a beginner? Are you an intermediate or an expert? Right? Because I was able to say that I'm an expert because I have a lot of experience, and I was able to prove initially with multiple websites, many websites that I've done this. I've been doing it a long time, that kind of thing. And you want to be as honest as possible with yourself. And it's good if you notice, like, you know what, I can be better, and we can always be better. But sometimes we don't notice it, and I think that can be a problem. So whether you can be better in the UI, UX, mobile response, better with just design in general, better in communication, you got to be very cognizant of these things and do your best, especially when you're doing things on Upwork, because it will show very quickly. Getting 5-star reviews. The biggest things with that right now is, one, luckily the Upwork already, as long as you finish the contract, it almost like makes the person give you a review, which is amazing. And the other thing is to check in with them consistently, make sure that they are happy, and you have to do your very best, and that's just the truth. And then ask them, of course, and then when they finish the contract, they will do it. I mean, that's basically it. Just have confidence and consistency in what you do, and then ask, not too much, maybe ask before the project ends and it's about to end, and then do that. And then the other thing is, make sure the profile is public. There's a couple different things here. If you go into your job, to your settings, see, as you can see, I am an experience level, and the cool thing is you can change it. I'm never going to change that, but I'm just going to keep it on an expert. Is keep your profile public. I got one of my very first jobs that I still work well with, and I'm very proud of, which is Wild Gallery. He's an awesome client. He's great to work with, and he was one of my first bigger clients on Upwork specifically, and very grateful for it. And the only reason I got it was because he typed in Austin, Texas web designers in Upwork, and it came up in Upwork, and I was on the list. It wouldn't have come up if I wasn't public. Okay, so you have to. And some people, I understand if you're like working somewhere else or blah blah blah, but you're just shooting yourself in the foot, and it's gonna be way harder unless you already have a lot of referral capabilities. I don't know. I'm just saying it's gonna help you a lot. And the other thing is, make sure that you verify everything. Make sure you take the test, the Upwork Readiness test, and do your best. And then make sure that if you are native or bilingual, that you do make sure to let people know, because it's very, very important. And sometimes people will really hang only the fact, they will really make sure that is that you are native, or that you can talk English very, very well. Obviously, it's my native language, so I don't have a problem with it. But for some others, if they may actually have that as a requirement, especially if you live in America.